What is going on, everybody? My dog is barking in the background, but that's okay because we are here tonight to do the live stream, and I am super excited to just chill, hang out with all you guys. Hang on, touch this music just a little bit. Hoping for a trouble-free, chill stream with you guys, and yeah, man, I just want to imagine like we're all here hanging out and all this garbage nonsense that's going on in the world, and just having a good time talking about RC stuff together, just hanging out. So we're gonna jump into this thing. We're gonna look at some setups. We're gonna listen to some music. If you have a cold one or a beverage of your choice, please pop it open, have another one, stick around. It's gonna be a good time. Hang on. Cheers to everybody out there. Oh yeah, good stuff. It's gonna be a good stream. Got some fun stuff in store for you guys. I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. So let me take a quick look at the chat here. See who we got. Oh my gosh, look at all you guys saying hi. We're coming from all over the place. Wait, I think I saw one from in here from Montreal. Greetings from Switzerland from Christian. What's up, Christian? How's it going, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having fun. Hello from Montreal, from D. Clavaloyus. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but you know who you are. What's going on, man? How you doing? Trash Can Ninja says, hit that like button. Yes, please do. Thank you. Bunch of other people in here saying hi. Say, Earthworm Bobby says, hey, Ryan, it's me and Marty. We met Saturday. What's going on, man? Good to see ya. Hope you're going to stick around for a while. Have some fun with us on the stream. Hang on. This looks a little bit dark. I'm just looking at the feedback here. There we go. You guys can see my camera settings, but that's okay. We don't care. We're going to have some fun tonight. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan Styles Harris. I race RC cars. You guys, most of you probably know that. That's what all the stuff behind me is back there. And then I also have my little fish tank over there. A lot of you guys have asked about that. And I have a new little fish in there. I don't know if you can see him swimming around in there, but maybe we'll talk about him a little bit later. And so jumping into it, I wanted to kind of just do RC stuff with you guys online, see what's going on. We definitely want to take a look at some setup stuff. And then my thought was, I'm not the smartest guy in the world when it comes to setup, but I know how stuff works. You know, like you do something and it kind of feels this way. So I was thinking if we dive into the setup stuff and look at some of it, that I would just kind of like, hey, I do this because it feels like this. So let me know down, let me know down in the comments if you guys think that's a good idea. Are you down for it? And we'll check it out together here. So do you guys like that new artwork, by the way, on the intro screen? And then I have the transition screen and stuff like that. I tried to make it look like my paint scheme. I hired a guy on Fiverr and he did a really good job. So I'm really pumped on that, and hopefully you guys will be able to see a little bit more about that stuff here. So let me queue up another screen here and we'll just go ahead and jump into this thing, shall we? Let's see here. That looks good. Okay. Stream is rocking and rolling. We got sound. Anybody giving me some negative feedback here? Something going horribly wrong? I hope not. Like last time. Jeez. That was rough. Doing a live stream on Facebook it's fun. I love doing it. I love hanging out with you guys in there, but it's kind of tough because there's so much latency on Facebook. And you're capped at like 720p. You can't, make the stream look really good. So hopefully it's looking good, looking extra crispy and dialed as you would expect from something that's coming from my channel. I mean, that's kind of what I've erred on. I may not be the fastest guy in the world, but I do my absolute best to make it look freaking dialed all the time. All right, so let's jump into this. I'm going to open up a new tab here. And we're going to transition on over to this here. Check this out. We're going to go like this in 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that transition. That was nice. All right. So let's do this. We are going to jump into some setups here. And we're going to actually, hang on. I know I need to go. Sorry. We're going to look at that transition one more time because I got to pull up my Google Drive to look at the first document that I want to look at. I mean, was that so terrible to like look at it again? It was pretty smooth. All right, let me get this pulled up here because the next place I'm going to go to is going to be a carpet track, actually, believe it or not. I'm going to go back and try some stuff there. Let's see. If I do this. Sorry, doing stuff on my computer screen here. I know you guys can't see it. So, nope, that ain't it, Chief. In the words of Jader Lopez. Hope you guys are doing good out there. If you're just tuning into the stream, welcome. Thank you for coming in. All right, you know what? We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna freaking do it. All right, here we go. So this was my starting setup for each line. Well, it wasn't my starting setup. It was a setup that I ended on. So hopefully that makes sense. Now, this felt really good, but there's a couple things I want to change on it for the carpet track I'm going to be going to. And I kind of want to explain why. Like some things that I felt was a shortcoming in my setup at the end of the day. And then kind of like what I'm going to go back and start on and hopefully is different, if that makes sense. So first thing I wanted to change was the oil. You can see here that it was here. Can I make this bigger? Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. So if you're looking on a phone or maybe, you know, not the best eyesight in the world, you know, nothing against you, but I'm trying to help you guys. So, all right. The oil package that I had was 42.5 up front. And then we had 37.5 in the rear. And with the pistons that you can see there. And it felt okay. It felt like the car was kind of quick to bottom out. Rebound was obviously okay, but I felt like I needed to slow it down a little bit to give myself a little bit more stability, just a little bit. So I'm going to go back and I'm just going to start with the motivation is I want a little bit more stability to see if I can carry just a little bit more corner speed and the car will jump just a little bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep the pistons the same and we're going to go with the 45 up front and then we're going to go with 40 in the rear. So just a small little change there. The next change that I want to try, now keyword, I just want to try it. I don't know. I'm not speaking like I know everything. Is going to be this little guy here. These little pill inserts in your C block and your D block. For those of you that don't know, your C block, this is what holds your rear hinge pins just outside of the transmission case there. And the C block, I'm going to go to the very top row and then I'm going to go to the middle row on the D mount. So why am I going to do that? Simply put, I feel it is my personal conviction that the hinge pin height kind of translates over to how much the rear end feels like it's in the track. Okay, so what I mean is in the lowest position, like if you need a little bit more grip, quote unquote, running it all the way down, like if it was down, that would be like max grip. Okay, and then if you go to center, it would be less, and then if you go all the way up, that would be the least. So if you think about it, when you're on a carpet track, you might, I don't know, you know, setups are oftentimes a personal preference. You might want to take the rear end a little bit more out of the rear of, you might want to take the rear end out of the track so that you get a little bit more rotation. Because in most carpet tracks, we have plenty of traction and we're kind of figuring out how to generate a little bit more corner speed because the car can be so stuck and it will possibly maybe help the car not to traction roll as easily. So definitely going to go back and I'm going to have those pills just a little bit higher there. That was something I wanted to try out on the next one. I'm going to leave everything else the same there. Let's see, was there anything else I was going to change? No, diff I was going to leave like that. That was all going to be the same. Tire setup is going to be the same. This one, if you guys watched my setup video or my carpet race video, the front tire, gluing it, was a huge setup tip help thing. Going out there with no glue on the tire was mondo steering action. Going out there with glue all the way up the sidewall numbed it out considerably. So I opted with like halfway up. Felt perfect for me. So gonna do the same there, hopefully. And everything else is gonna be the same. So just kind of walking through that setup there. Let me bring this camera angle back here so I can pull up my next setup sheet. So let me jump into the chat here, see if there was any questions on that. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know where the chat was starting when we were just started about this. Let's see. Zach Spencer, just send it. Yeah, man. Just send it. I mean, who cares? Just freaking do it, man. Ick McWang says, Mitch Zech says Chief. That ain't it, Chief. Yeah, I've heard him say that before. You're right. Is this where you get toilet paper? No, I'm sorry. Go to your nearest essential business, place of business, aka a grocery store. Hang on. Cheers. Oh, yeah. You guys feel that? You guys listen to lo-fi? Is that kind of like jazzy stuff? Get that piano in there. It's just so chill, you know? Yeah, anyways, moving on. Just see if there's any more comments in here on that stuff. Dirt. No, definitely not. Don't do any of that setup on dirt. You will have a bad time. George was asking. Why 2 gear over 4 gear? Ooh, that's a good question. So when I ran the 4 gear, it's not so much that the gears feel different. It's kind of like a consistency thing. Like at the end of the run, when you have more fluid, it holds its consistency throughout the course of the run. That's me personally. That's why I like to run the 2 gear over the 4 gear. So, let's see that transition though. My guy, of course, got to get it smooth. It's got to match the cars. If it doesn't match, it's obviously not fast. So therefore, we're trying to make the stream as fast as possible. But it's true. Spencer, Dakota, all you guys doing those Facebook live streams, obviously you're way faster and smarter than me, but come on, guys. Gotta step up the budget, step up the production level. So that way, I mean, the way that I look at it, honestly, is that if we want RC to be seen by the rest of the world, we can't look like a bunch of squids. We gotta look like we know what we're doing and having a good time. Having a good time. That's the most important thing. If you're having a good time, then I guess you get a free pass. All right. Fast Cleats asked 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive. Ooh, that's a tough one. Hang on, let me think about that. You know, oh, it's so tough because I'm having so much fun with the new 22X4. I was just at New Red's indoor dirt track this last weekend, and it was so much fun. That car is just, it's so dialed. I can't wait for all you guys to get that car. But 2-wheel drive is just kind of like, when you get your 2-wheel drive right, oh man, it is just, it's such a rewarding feeling. I don't know. If you had a gun to my head, I'd probably say 2-wheel drive, but I like them both, honestly. Let's see. P. Askew says, sup, bud? What's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe in this little lockdown situation we got going on. Hopefully you guys got plenty of food, plenty of stuff to drink. Okay. Let's do something a little bit different here. Let's look at a setup. And let's talk about some stuff, but I'm not going to maybe have an agenda. Let's just kind of jump into it. And then I'll just kind of like, and when I look at a setup, I'll kind of notate certain things and then kind of wonder like, why'd they do that? So let's just jump into it. Let's just see what happens. Why not? Why freaking not, right? We get to look at that sweet transition again. You ready? Ready? Oh. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Like Jader says, that ain't it, Chief. Or Mitch, whoever says it. that was it. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm excited about my transition, guys. I'm sorry. Okay. So we are on our favorite website. If you guys don't know what site this is, were you living under a rock? Geez, it's in my links in like every video description that I have. If you have a car and you need a setup and you're like, what do I do? What? Springs? Oil? What? Right. This. See all this? Wait, I can point. All of this. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. All right, so let's jump into it. Let's just, the 22 5.0. I wonder why. Log in now. What a spam ad is that? Okay. So if you guys have never been here, I'll kind of walk through this as if, you've never been here before, which it's okay. Welcome. Now you know. Now you'll go fast. Now you'll win a race. Okay. It's really nice because at the top of these, they normally have like a lot of the manual stuff. And then any sort of tips and things that are like resources. Like here you can see like, here, let me make this a little bit bigger so it's easier for everybody to see. All right. So here you can see like shocks manual, big bore spring chart, gear chart, rear pills chart, like a lot of different resources that are just really good to have as you're trying to figure out some stuff in these setups. And you might need to reference something like, oh, it's a such and such spring. Well, what is that compared to this? Rather than dumping out to Google real quick and trying to go through like an image search results or something, it's, a lot of this stuff might be right up here. So that's kind of nice. Tips and tricks. There's usually some stuff in there, which is really cool. Let's see. We got some different base setups. So usually kit setup is always going to be there. So I always kind of like, excuse me, I like to have the kit setup kind of open. Actually, we're going to do that. So this tab, we're going to have the kit setup. And then we're going to compare it to, let's see what we got. So we start off with some AstroTurf stuff, which that's fake news. We don't want that. Sorry, I'm not meaning to offend you guys. It's just, you all know that I'm a diehard dirt person. So just no offense. Mildly, I am calling you guys out. No. Because when a lot of those guys, if they've only ever raced on carpet or AstroTurf and then they come to a dirt track, it's usually pretty funny. And they either get really frustrated because they don't figure anything out, or it's just, a long weekend of progress. Anyways, I digress. All right, let's look at a Dakota Phend setup here. Oh, this one's just pictures, which is nice. This is actually kind of cool because then you might have a person that went through and did a column, which this one was probably done by Thomas Tran, which, spoiler alert, not spoiler alert, it's public knowledge. Thomas Tran is the new team manager for TLR, which, welcome, Thomas. I'm really looking forward to all of the awesome content that he's going to be able to provide for TLR or whatever he's going to do for the team. It's going to be really good. Okay, so this is really nice because it's one thing to look at a setup sheet, and then it's another thing that you can actually see the car. And that oftentimes is more helpful than looking at a setup sheet sometimes. If I can just simply look at like, where the heck did he mount his speed controller? Boom, there it is. Because sometimes that might not be something on a setup sheet. So we're just scrolling through here. Like a lot of times you can look at things. You can see like what screw set they have, real quickly see where his battery is, where he ran the wiring on his car, which honestly, Dakota, you're like the fastest dude alive, but your wire job is a little hurting, bro. Like I'm like, look, what is this? What is this? You curled it, I guess, but man, anyways, let's move on. Easy to see where his, upper shock mount position is. If he's doing anything interesting with weights or anything like that, you can usually see just like right through there. Really good front shot. You can see a lot of the hub spacing here, which if I had to guess, it looks like he only has one on top and he has like 3 on the bottom. That's interesting. 1 and 1 here. He's running a long front link. It's pretty standard. We run this position on the outer hub, and then it's either this position or the middle position. That's interesting. Actually, I think that this track, he was talking about that there was a lot of grip. So here, fun fact, something you can try. If you have a lot of grip and your front end is being really aggressive, you can kind of tame it down by running a long front link. It kind of like slows everything down. So this is interesting because I'll do this in a lot of like really loose outdoor tracks, because usually two-wheel drive buggies, they just have a lot of steering in general, and once they initiate, the rear end tends to come around. So something I'll do is I'll run a long front link to try and calm it down. And it's funny that he did the same thing because he was getting too much grip and he wanted to slow the action down a little bit by doing the long front link. Huh, cool. Moving on. Oh no, it's 2 and 2. Okay. Yeah, so you can see he had +2 hub height right here. Short arm length, middle position on the bottom arm. So he's 1 up on the bulkhead, he's 0 on the inner ball stud, and then it looks like it's either 1. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably 1. And he's 0.5 down. So okay, he was trying to get he didn't want maximum grip action. He's running a medium pivot. It's not wide and it's not narrow. It's in the middle and it's 0.5 down. Now we can't see the front. We don't know, but a lot of Dakota setups that I've seen, he usually runs these two pills the same. So if it's 0.5 here, it'll be 0.5 there. If it's middle here, it's middle there. Just from what I've seen. I could be wrong. So we can only assume based on the picture here. Let's see. The hub, the top hat, is in the long position. There's no spacer back there because you can see the extra threads of the screw coming through. And yeah, that's definitely a 1 mil ball stud spacer. Okay. And then a bunch of, hey, buy all these parts, which is really cool. If you're looking for that stuff and you want to know what it is, sometimes you can see that stuff there. So very cool. All right, let's see. Let's do another one. Actually, hang on. Let me go back to the chat and see if you guys have any questions. Sorry, I can't see the chat at the same time. I only have so many monitors going here. Okay. Let's see. Hey, what you think from the brand S-Works? I don't know. Would like to know your Legends car specs. Thanks. Oh, dude. Top secret setup there, Steve. Can't tell you. Dirt track all day. Matt Ebbage. Yes, I agree. Okay. Is that a Spectrum receiver servo? Yes. On Dakota's car, that was a Spectrum receiver servo. Sorry. Is it saying I like my tracks like I like my women? Okay. Come on, guys. Got kids in the chat too, so let's see. There is a setup sheet. Scroll down. Maybe there was on the other page there. I didn't know. That's how I run my wires. Hey, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just kind of poking fun at them because a lot of the factory guys get really particular about their wire stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I know, Austin. Sorry. Look at the chat. The way I have my screen set up, I have to do one versus the other. Let's see. Can you link me the cups with the screw and the caps you use for the top portion of your toolbox? They were a little too tall. Wait, the cups with the screw. I don't know. Sorry, man. I don't know what you're referring to there. When you're sponsored by TLR, do you have to run Spectrum radios? They definitely encourage it because Spectrum is owned by Horizon. I didn't want to buy another radio, so I've just been running my Sandwell stuff ever since. So definitely cool there. Hope you guys are doing good. If you're just doing the stream, welcome. We're just hanging out, talking about some stuff, listening to some fun music, and just kind of hanging out. If you guys have any particular questions in the chat, go ahead and toss them in there. Maybe I'll try and pull something up and walk through some questions that you may have. But yeah, that's whatever you guys have. Let me know. Just hanging out, having a good old time. Let's see here. So I will have kind of like a fun game that I want to play. I thought it'd be really cool if I had somebody like phone in to like play it, but I I couldn't get that technically advanced, and I don't really know how to do that just yet. But I definitely am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you have anybody that you know isn't in here watching the stream yet, definitely get them in here so that they can have some fun and play the game with us. Let's go ahead and jump back into the Petit RC and take a look at some other setups here. Let's see. Give me a second. Pull up my setup sheet. Let's find one from Dakota and then compare it to the kit setup, shall we? Okay. Where's my cursor? There it is. Let's see. Dakota Phend. Zoom out just a little bit. Okay. So we got another here. So we got the base setup sheet here, and then we got Dakota's here. Now, one thing that should be said about like pro setup sheets is that they're not going to be for everyone. Depending on your driving ability, you might be at a place where you're wanting to get more grip in the car, but they might be on the complete opposite end of the spectrum where they are comfortable enough with the level of grip and they might be trying to take it out. So then you'll put the pro setup in your car and then it'd be like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. How do I drive? I can't do what I want to do. So it's really important to understand like what you're trying to accomplish with the setup. Are you trying to have a balanced car? Are you trying to have a car that has steering for days but no grip in the rear end because you're Ryan Mayfield and you can get the car to rotate on a dime? These are all things that you have to consider when you're looking at these, and then when you go out on the track and you try them. So it's kind of important to like know these things over time and kind of build knowledge as you go, and so on and so on. So let's see. Dakota Phend was at RC Clubhouse. Sometimes when I don't know things off the top of my head, like I'll definitely whoa. That song sounds like it has some bad words in it. Sorry, guys. RC Clubhouse Hobby Shop. Let's see. Oh, here's a video. Who is this? CCRC from 5 years ago. Okay. Well, this is 5 years ago, but it's an indoor clay track. Okay. So it's probably like most indoor tracks these days, where it's going to develop a lot of grip throughout the day. Looks like that guy's struggling for grip right now, though. Okay, so I got a decent vibe there. That's enough information for me. Okay, so what's he doing here? He says that it's a clay track, it's smooth, hard packed, and it was dry, so not wet. Okay. Open, and he says it was a little rough, so probably a little bit bumpy. But the grip level was high and he was on slicks. Okay. So with that known, this is really fascinating. I don't know if you guys ever look at these setups, but so he's running a 2x1.6 thin and an extra 1 hole. And then he ups the weight to a 37.5 up front. So in my brain, like if we look at the kit setup, he's running a 1.6 or a 1.617 split with 32.5 oil. So he's kind of compensating, but in the end, I think he ends up with just a little bit more flow in the oil with that extra hole. So he doesn't want the oil to be that heavy feeling up front, which is interesting. And then he runs a blue V1 AE spring. So this is kind of like the first thing that I look at, because this tells me a lot about what he's trying to accomplish with this setup. I know that this is pretty standard stuff for the TLR 22 5.0 stuff for indoor dirt tracks, but that's interesting that he is kind of a stiffer spring up front. Lots of flow in the oil package there. Okay. Another thing that's interesting is he's running a 23 millimeter ride height. So that definitely explains the rough part of the track. There must have been some areas where maybe there was a bump and he was having a hard time getting over it. So he just upped this thing to freaking off-road mode at 23 millimeters. Most of the time, off-road dirt tracks, indoor stuff were around like 21 mil, 20 as far as ride height goes. But yeah, so interesting that that's what he's got going on there. maybe that's the oil package setup. Don't know. Shock position, it's pretty standard. 2 middle, okay. 0 mil spacer there, +2 on the hubs. Standard stuff. Okay. Camber link 1.3. That's interesting. So he was running a short link up front. I wonder if there was some really like low speed areas where he needed a lot of steering, and so he just ran a short front link. Possibly. Hard to say. Okay. Okay, so he's struggling for grip because he ran a super narrow and low rear pivot. So let's look at the kit. What does kit say? Does it say? Hello? Oh, because this isn't the this was not a setting that you could do until the latest rendition of the car. Okay, so sorry, I came from AE, and this is something that they had for a long time, and then this is something that's kind of new for the TLR car, which is really cool. You guys should definitely play around with it. So there you go. Ride height was 22. So that's weird. Usually if you put like what I would call like rake in the car, where you run like lower up front and then higher in the rear, to me it feels like I give the car just more steering, but might be a preference thing. Okay, and then he's running the TLR white spring in the rear, the kit spring. That's something that's interesting. I played around with this a lot recently at an indoor dirt track, and I went from the AE green rear spring to the AE white rear spring, both of them V1s, sorry. And then I tried the TLR spring. And I could be crazy, but it feels like the normal AE V1 springs, those are pretty standard stuff. But the TLR spring was almost like mildly progressive. Like it just had a little bit more, it wasn't as hard as the AE white spring, feel-wise, but it had a little bit more support down low, which I thought was really interesting, and I really liked it, and that's currently the spring setup that I have on my car. But I tried it for myself to see if I liked it, and I agreed with this setup. Okay. Nothing else different there. You see his radio, his ESC stuff. Obviously he's still with AKA on this setup here, not with JC yet, which he's running the JC stuff now. AKA typo, AKA scribble, okay. Trinity Blue Groovy tire sauce. That stuff's good stuff. A lot of weight in the middle of the car. It must have been because of the bumpiness of the track. 19 and a 26. No brass C. Okay. Ground tires to full slicks. JC F2 body. So then there you go. You can see the car. Pretty standard stuff. Standard stuff. Okay. Jump back to the chat here. See what's going on. Make sure it's doing okay. You guys aren't getting out of hand. Thank you guys for sticking around. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a good night. Bump up the music a little bit while I jump through the chat. If you guys have any questions, feel free. Drop them in the chat. Let me know. See what's going on. Uh-oh. Tom Ritterneck is yelling at me. I know why. I'm gonna get spanked later, but it's okay. Ethan Vlogs. How long will you stay with TLR? Forever. I don't know. For the foreseeable future. I love their cars. I'm having fun. Scottsdale RC says, I'm running Technos. All right, man. Cool. Right on. Let's see here. I love your videos. Really good, if not the best RC quality. Can you please talk about 8 scale? Says Mr. Geico. I can talk about it, but I definitely don't know a lot about it. Just full disclosure. I am very much like still learning that stuff. I didn't feel super comfortable even when I had the AE car, not because of the car, but just because I'm so new to nitro and 8 scale. But I'm learning. I'm trying. I don't know if you guys can see it. That's my 8X over there. I've been running it recently. I've been figuring some stuff out. That car, it's interesting, is a, well, it's factual. It's not just interesting. It's a hub style car versus a pivot style car. And a lot of people talk about the distinct difference in the way that those two cars feel. AE car being a pivot ball car, and then the TLR car being a hub style car in the front. And that car definitely suits my driving style way more. Like right out of the box, the car just felt right for me. I'm not saying it's leap years better, it's just that it's two different kinds of car, and that's what works for me. Okay, I tend to be a driver that I'm always going to want more steering. I'm going to want the car to be super in the track. I don't like it when you have to be up on the wheel and jamming on the brakes and getting the thing to rotate and do all kinds of crazy things. That's not me. Okay, I am not I am literally not Ryan Mayfield, nor do I try to drive like him. Okay, I'm a little bit more my dad always used to put it that he would drive with the back end of the car with the throttle and the brakes and just being all crazy, and I would drive with the steering wheel, or the, if you're a stick radio guy, what would it be? I don't even know. Would it be the right thumbstick or the left? Is the left up and down, and then this one's the left? I don't know. Somebody tell me in the chat, because I don't know. Let's see what's going on. Is there anything else in the chat? Haven't you explained the tuning difference and how this works? I've seen in block inserts. Okay, so somebody's asking, they have an AE car. Can you explain the tuning and how it works, like a C and D inserts and tuning with them? So I don't know if you were there earlier, but I was talking about, I like to use the pills as a way to adjust how the rear end feels, whether it's super in the track or out of the track. And quite literally, it's just the pill inserts. If you had it like a 1 degree middle down, that would be like super in the track. If you have it 1 degree middle up, that would take it like out of the track, and you get like a really floaty rear end. That's just the way that I interpret the way it feels. So next time you're at the track, if you have those pills, just put them in. Just go one run with them down, and the next run with them up, and then just see what happens. It's pretty cool. Perman Johannes asks, could you do a 22 5.0 review? Yes, I will. Sorry, I was just so excited about the 22X4 that I had to do that one. Yeah, so that one's coming, I promise. I got a lot. I'm feeling really comfortable with the two wheel right now. Like, oh man, I just won the last race that I went to, and it was just, it's feeling good. It's feeling really good. Rediscovering the hobby after a very long hiatus. My first and last truck was the Losi JRX-T from the early 1990s. I've enjoyed your videos and tips you give. Thank you, Mr. Firelight. I actually have one of those somewhere, a JRX-T. And believe it or not, it was my mom's, of all things. It's pretty cool. I think that it was painted up with like flowers. I'll have to find it. If I still have it, I might try and throw it in a video one day. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We will see. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to keep reading through the chat just a little bit. We'll look at one more. We'll go through one more little setup deep dive. And then I think we'll just jump into the game. I'm really excited for it. It's really cheesy, but I think that you guys are going to have a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys are tuned in and you're in the chat, because it's going to require some interaction from you guys to do it. I put I put a lot of work into it, so hopefully it lasts a little bit and we can have some fun with it, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it. But before we do that, I need one more of these. What are you guys drinking tonight? Let me know down in the comments. Tonight I got we have Highlight by Cigar City. Obviously, those of you little guys out there, if you need to throw down like a Coke or a Monster or whatever you got, go for it. You know, and don't drink unless you're old enough. Not endorsing underage drinking by any means. Tom Hunter. all you TLR drivers. I think you're so cool. Oh yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Hang on. Oh, I totally botched this up. It's so bad. It's so bad. Look at that. Hurting, as they say. It'll be okay, guys. Okay. Okay. Stephanie, hey! I saw your Facebook comment earlier. Thanks for entertaining us during these crazy times. Gives us something fun to do. I'm trying. You know, it's tough. I've been working at home myself. I don't want to go super deep into the things that are going on, and I'm sure everyone has different opinions, but I really hope that everyone out there is kind of taking this time to reflect on what's good, important in life, maybe catching up on some things that you need to catch up on. Yeah, it's a weird, interesting time, but I think that the humanity of us all is going to carry us to the end. I really do. So hope you and the kiddos are doing good. Let's see. Oh man. Good old Ick McWayne says he's drinking some good old bush beer. Budweiser cans, race fuel. Diet Mountain Dew all day, every day. All right. I mean, you do you. Stephanie having some red wine. Right on. Dirty Frags got some Jack Daniels. Oh yeah. Ooh, I just got, sorry, getting a little bit of feedback because I know my mic is hot on here. What did I get? I just picked up a really tasty scotch that I saw one of the channels that I watched was talking about it, and I had it the other night. If it comes to me, I'll have to tell you. But I know I have some Lagavulin and some Oban up on the shelf, but I just added the new one to the collection. Bowmore 12-year-old scotch. Okay, I haven't had that one. I need to try it though. Some Dos Equis, nice. From Drammen, Norway. I don't know what you're saying, but okay. Drinking Corona Light, you know. Gotta get the body used to it. Okay. All right. Right on. Okay. All right. Okay, shall we? Let's pull up another setup, take a look. And then I promise we'll get to the super fun, entertaining stuff. I promise. It's coming. All right. Let's do this because I'm having fun with this. I enjoy looking at setups and just kind of like figuring out what these guys are doing. So let me see the next one we're gonna go to here. Let's get it pulled up, and we're gonna see another sweet transition in 3, 2. Look at that. So smooth. So nice. Okay, who should we look at? We should take a look at, why don't we look at Zech? See what he's got going on. Is it Zech or Zeke? Probably just made myself sound like an idiot. All right. So, whoa, what the? I don't even know if I'm reading that right. All right, first thing I'm looking at is his shock package. He's got a 3 by 1.3 plus 2 1-holes at 32.5. What is going on here? So it's clay. It was a tight track. It was rough. Hard packed. Wet. Ooh, and he's on a pin tire. So I'm thinking right off of the bat that this homie is trying to get some grip action going on in this setup. I think. That's what I'm leading to believe, and I'd have to message him and ask him, see what he was doing. But that's my interpretation. One thing that we didn't talk about, and I talk about this in one of my videos about the two-wheel, is the this trail position. I don't know if you guys can see that. Sorry, I know it was behind my image there. The trail position on the two-wheel, it basically means actually, let me see if I can grab my two-wheel. Yeah. Okay. see if I can explain this for those that don't know, because if you don't have a TLR and you have something stupid like an AE, I'm just kidding. We're talking about trail, okay? So this car has an adjustment that you can literally move the axle spacing from here to here or here. There's like a 2, what is it? 2, 3, 4. And when you do that, it makes it, sorry, feedback. It makes it feel like the car just doesn't have a whole lot of steering, or vice versa. So this 4 position, I tried that when I first built the car, and it just feels like it doesn't turn. Like it like takes forever for something to start happening. And then when it finally does steer, it like snaps, and it happens really aggressively. And I personally don't like it. I'm not saying this is wrong. I'm just saying the way that I like my car to enter a corner, I run mine in the 3 position. Oh, sorry. This song, I can hear it in the background. Anybody recognize it? Wait. Yeah. I've definitely used that in some of my videos before. Hashtag copyright free life. Okay, so jump back into this setup here. So that's the trail position. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. What's he doing here for shock position? 2 middle. Okay, so standard stuff there. What's he running for length up front? Where am I? He's running 2A. So A, 2 in the middle. Okay, so pretty standard stuff. All right, let's look at, okay, so then in the rear, he's got his pills in the middle. Medium, pivot width, and medium all the way around. So if he likes the car to rotate, this makes sense. If he wanted more grip, then he definitely is missing out. But I don't think that's the case because he's a pretty experienced driver. And I know that he can definitely get that stuff. Whoa! So he's running a progressive rear spring? He's running progressive springs front and rear. Okay, so this is totally like, I don't know what's going on here. This is really weird. I would love to drive his car. This would feel really strange. For those that don't know, normally, and this is all personal preference, again, we run the not progressive springs on dirt. We run like the AEV ones or the TLR springs. They're mildly progressive, but not terribly. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. This car would probably just like tip and initiate in a very interesting way. I would be really curious to drive this car and see how it feels. I probably wouldn't like it because I know I've tried this stuff before, and I personally, it's just not for me. So interesting. What other interesting notes do we have here? So he was on Proline, Electron, Positron. So it's kind of like the Ellipse Dirt Web style. Zech mod to the rear foams, sanded and V-cut. I actually made a video on how to V-cut foams if you guys haven't watched it. And then he's not running a whole lot of weight in the middle, but he's doing all this other stuff to get. So this is an interesting setup because it looks like he's trying to get the suspension to move and initiate quickly, because that's what happens when you run a V2 spring, and he's running it with a very open piston and oil setup. Interesting. So it's like he's generating a lot of mechanical grip. He's not putting a lot of weight in the car. And he's running a tight diff. Wow. Well, I'm not going to put all this stuff in my car because that's a lot of stuff that I know I don't like. But still, if he was next to me in the driver's stand and I knew he had this set up in the car, I would be like, hey, could I please drive your car just for a lap? I promise not to break it. And if I do, I'll fix it. Interesting. So what do you guys think about this setup? What's your takeaway from that? Did you see anything in there that you thought was really interesting? I really want to know. Jump back into the chat here, see what you guys are saying. Let's see. Scroll up a little bit. I never know how far up to scroll. I'm gonna have to get a better setup here with like having my chat in a different window so that I can kind of keep tabs with it. Adam says, enjoy that highlight. Might not have any more going out till at least May. Oof. Yeah. I got plenty in my fridge for you, buddy. I stocked up yesterday. I bought like the 12 pack of it so that I'll be good for a little bit. Let's see. Connor Glover RC says, that is a sweet transition. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm so excited for my transitions. Vin says he was just going through these earlier today. Let's see. Wait. Hang on. Tom is DMing me right now. He wants me to go through a setup real quick. I'm asking him for the link, and I'll go through it. I'll tell him it's dumb. It's probably not dumb. Tom's dialed. He doesn't have a link. Just a picture. Well, send it to me. Sorry, guys. I'm telling him that Chad is waiting. Gosh dang millennials. Technically, I'm one, so I can't throw myself under the bus. Let me just jump into here real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's see. Cody is shouting out for Tom Ritterneck. Shh. This is the Ryan Harris stream. This is not the Tom Ritterneck stream. No, I love Tom. We should have him on sometime. That'd be really cool. Do another live stream with him. TLR is trash, JK. Yeah, get out of here, man. Get out of here with that trash comment. What? I'll fight you. No, I won't. My dog, he'll bite you. His name's Billy. You have to remove the aluminum outer bearing housing and only use the plastic ones, correct? Excuse me? The aluminum outer bearing. What? And only use... I don't know what you're referring to. I'm sorry. I can't give you any more info on that. I'm just chilling here being ignored. Hunter, what do you... I can't give a setup for a 22x4. Sorry, guys. He DM'd me. He's like, give a setup for a 22x4. He just wants it from me because I haven't sent him mine yet. It's not together, okay? Okay, Hunter? I love you, but no 22x setup for you. 22x4 setup for you, okay? Lo-fi beats. Yeah, Austin. They're the best. Crank that for a little bit. 4x4 all the way. Okay. Go through a setup sheet for New Red's Hobbies. New Red's Hobbies is an interesting track. Let's see. Micah wants to know what kind of beer I'm drinking. Sorry, if you weren't here earlier, it's High Life. It's made by Cigar City here in Tampa, Florida. It's actually amazing, honestly. It's nationally, probably internationally known and recognized as a phenomenal IPA. Let's see. What do they say? Okay. That has too many words in that song. It has an IB rating of 65. Alcohol percentage is 7.5. And it's just delicious. That's all you need to know. Delicious. It's excellent. If you want to have a little stogie, little cigar with it, can't go wrong. And you guys having a cigar out there? I want to know, do any of you have cigars? Because I love cigars. That was something that I started when I was like 18. And I was like, I don't know what to do to be cool. So I've never had a cigarette. I've never done any, fun fact, I've never done any sort of like recreational drugs or anything like that. I'm not hating on those that if that's your thing. But cigars, I love them. Really, really, really love the Liga Privada number 9. It's probably arguably one of my favorites. Some Rocket Patel stuff is really good. Don Pepe and Garcia, love that stuff. So usually if you see me chilling on a Friday or Saturday night with the homies, have some cigars with everybody and just, you know, sit around a little fire, little circle of friendship and just solve the world's problems together. It's honestly the best. Not much of a guy to go to like clubs and ragers and raves and all that stuff. I'd rather spend some quality time with the homies. It's true. So if you guys are out there, this is us spending quality time together with the homies while we're on lockdown. Okay. All right. So let's see. Chris, yeah, show the fish tank. I don't want to move the camera because it's like set up in a very specific way, but there it is. It's got rocks, a wood thingy, some Java fern, and that is some sort of South American pufferfish. It was a sad day. I got some marbled hatchet fish and they were really cool, and they were swimming around up here at the top of my tank and they looked great. And then they all developed ick within a day of me getting them. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that's Billy. One sec. Sorry about that. Sorry, guys. He might still bark a little bit. Yeah, there he goes. Anyways. Yeah, all my fish got ick. All those beautiful... I had a cobalt blue goby. I had some panda loaches. I had a lot of really cool stuff in that tank that was kind of expensive for freshwater stuff. And that ick just happened so fast, and they just all died. And it was really sad. So, treated the tank, got everything out of there, and then, yeah, now we got this guy. Cruising around right there. I don't have a name for him yet, so if you guys got a good name suggestion, drop it in the tank, in the tank. Drop it in the comment section, the chat box, the thing. Yeah, you know what to do. Let's see if Tom sent that thing. Oh, he did. Okay. All right, guys. So Tom Rennerneck, the Tom Rennerneck, Mr. Cool Guy, winning the 4-wheel drive. Did he win the 4-wheel drive open class? I think he did. Okay, anyways. This is his 22x4 setup. Well, this isn't fair because not too many people are going to have a point of reference. Anyways, all right, let's jump into it. Cool transition time. Woo! All right, so the 22x4. Oh, is this going to look like booty if I try and zoom in? Probably. Ooh! I sent Tom a picture of my 22x4 down to 1620, baby. And I didn't even have ring gears or... Why can't I zoom into this? It's literally zooming out when I zoom in. How do I... Sorry, guys. Trying to internet right now. Tom, I can't read this. Share to Facebook. All right, let's see if I download it. Hang on, guys. We can do this. We can do the computer things together. And then if I open it, hey, look at that. All right, we'll be able to read this. Okay. So what do I do? This. Oh, yeah. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Tom Rennerneck's 4-wheel drive setup. What is this from? Huntington Beach. This is OCRC. Oh, this is this Reedy setup. Okay. All right. Okay. So I can have a little bit of input here because I've done a little bit of stuff to set my car up. You liar! I'm looking at your pill setup and I asked you about this already, and this is not what you told me. You can go back. You guys can go back and you can watch my Facebook Live broadcast. Or maybe I was talking to him off camera. I don't know. Anyways, either way, he was like, yeah, bro, I found the best setup for my 22x4 is that I make the pills the same width, front and rear. It's dialed. And look at this. Look. Is that... What's going on here? Not what he said. It's not what he said. Tom, I thought we were friends, bro. I thought we were friends. All right. Well, I will get over this. I will emotionally recover from the lies that he has given me. Okay. All right. That's enough drama for 1 second. Okay, so the first thing that we got going on, let me look at his spring combo. He's got the AE V2 yellow up front, blue in the rear. Okay, standard procedure there. What does he have for pistons? He's got the 1.6 thin, 1.7 thin. Okay, that's kit. Okay. Toe, camber, standard stuff. How's he describe the track? He was on ghost pin. Okay, so it wasn't the highest grip situation in the world, but it was fairly high because he wasn't full slick. Or maybe, I don't know if that was something that was controlled by tech, if you had to have like ghost pin and he couldn't slick them out. I don't know. That is one of my questions, but we'll find out in a second. Okay. Oh, he's not cool. He has the composite steering rack. See, a lot of us guys that got the 22X4s, we got what was called the Reedy kit to test it, and it had a lot of spare parts, but not all of the option parts. Only the few, the select, the proud, the favorites. No, only a few people got a lot of the option parts because there aren't a lot of them made yet and put into production. And so, unfortunately, Tom fell under the category of he is not cool enough to have the aluminum steering rack, or at least at this time. Or maybe he's lying. We don't even know. We don't even see a picture of his car. Maybe he did, but he put composite because he just wants to say, oh, I'm not that cool, but really he was. We don't know. We don't know, Tom, and you might say otherwise, but we don't know. Okay, sorry, getting a little dramatic there. All right, Draglink Boston. Okay, yeah, nothing interesting there. Okay, Mudguard 22X4. Front wing. Why aren't you running the front wing? You needed grip, homie. What a squid. Diff gears. Yeah, not the composite ones because he didn't have them. Maybe he did and he just didn't want to. I don't know. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. All right, so he's at 7,000K on the front diff fluid. That's stock. That's kit. 200 in the middle and probably 4 or 5K in the rear. Yeah, 5K in the rear. Okay, so standard diff fluid going on. Let's see, what does he have here? 2mm spacer on the ball stud and the 1mm spacer there. So not the longest rear link that he could have run. So he definitely was allowing the car to kind of rotate a little bit more, be a little bit more reactive and rotate a little bit more, in my opinion. Okay. Camber link 2. So he had it in the top position versus the low position, which makes sense because the track didn't seem to have like all the grip in the world. So running it there versus the low one, that makes sense. Okay. What else do we have? Ooh, he's running the silver compound JC tires. Was that a... I don't know if he was able to run whatever tire he wanted, or he could... I don't know. Foam's not modified. Lunsford titanium screws, top bottom, F2 lightweight body, ceramic bearings, aluminum center diff cover. Ooh, I don't have that. That's pretty dialed. Okay. So I don't know if I have any questions about the setup. It makes sense to me, like what he was doing based on what the track was doing. Yeah. I don't think that there's his pill setup is definitely different than mine, and I haven't tried something like this up front. And I've tried something like this in the rear. So, okay. It makes sense to me. It makes sense. All right, let's see what chat thinks about Mr. Rinderneck's setup here. Sorry, making sure that I'm not missing anything from Tom here right at this second. All right, let's jump down to the bottom here. I promise we're gonna do the game segment here in just a second. I'm just going to take one last little look through the chat, make sure that I'm not missing any important questions here from you guys. Hey, Lee's in the chat. Lee, what's up? He's like, Tom. Yeah. Chris says, name your fish Dialed. I appreciate it. It's contextually appropriate for the, you know, RC things, but, you know, I'm not gonna name my fish Dialed. I want something a little bit different. Lee's in love with Tom, everyone, just so you know. Lee Setzer, he's okay. He's sort of fast. Did you make the main, Lee? If you're watching, did you make the 4-wheel main? Are we really close? Did Jackson beat you? Did Jackson make the main or you didn't make the main? Because if he did, that is hurting, bro. You know that's hurting. Hurting with a capital hurt. Puff Daddy. No. Lee, you just tuned in, obviously. I'm sorry. I don't have the chat up when I'm looking at the website because the way I have my stream set up, it's not, I can't have them on the same screen because I'm trying to show you something. Okay. Ryan Drunk Harris. You drink a little bit more, homie. You guys aren't neglected. I'm not here to just respond to you guys in chat. Sorry. Everyone else that's watching the stream, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Some of my friends, Hunter, Lee, Tom, you're a friend. We're homies. They're in the chat and they're just being cancer like one could only expect. No, I'm just kidding. I love that you guys are here. Thank you for watching. I love all of you. Okay. Tom, if Trackside moved buggy race to summer, would you come? Okay. Everyone's just having a little conversation here with them. Lee, Ryan! It's like in that one video I did of Beachline where I was like talking about the track and then Lee's behind me in the driver's stand. He's like, Ryan! And I turn the camera down and he's like, what's up, guys? Like, this is my favorite part of the whole video. Yes, Tom. He does like you. You were spot off main in both 2-wheel and 4-wheel. Well, then guess what, Lee? You suck. No, I'm just kidding. Lee, you're almost as fast as me. Almost. Obviously, I beat Tom in the open division, but I was just so fast that they couldn't even put me on the podium. So you guys will get there one day. You'll get there one day. Okay. Eric Wagner says, name the fish Donut. Oh, I kind of like that. All right, that's at the top of my... No sad faces, Lee. That's at the top of my list. Donut. I'm going to keep it. It's there. It's yet to be replaced by something else. Donut. I like it. Connor asked, do you ever plan on going to CRC? Oh, man, guys, there's a lot of tracks that I wish that I could go to, but I'm not as cool as Lee or Tom or Super Factory get to travel to all these races because I do not get paid to race RC cars. I have to instead pay for the roof of this house and a lot of the other things that go into being an adult. So it maybe one day, I don't know if I'll start to be able to travel to different tracks and be able to do this like full time. But for now, I have to work, and I'm thankful for the opportunity that I have, and then race when I can and where I can. So if you guys are down here in the Southeast, shoot me a message, stop on by, come to the Super Cup Series, Force races, or just good old-fashioned club race here in Central Florida. I'll try and come out. We can rub fenders. If you race with Lee Setzer, he'll definitely take you out. No, just kidding. His brother Kenny will. I'll tell you that much. No, Kenny. If you're watching, Kenny's not watching. He probably got his phone taken away from him. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's time. I think it's time for the game show. What do you think? Is it time? I think it's time. This is going to be fun. This is going to be fun, and I need your input. I need your help to do this thing. Okay. You ready? I gotta get it queued up. Gotta get it queued up. Gotta set up my scene over here in OBS. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. So while I'm doing this, give me some grace, because if I switch between cameras and whatnot, it'll take me a second to get everything set up, but we're gonna do this as smoothly as we can. And oh, what's at stake, Ryan? What do I win? What do I win if I win the game show? All of the fake internet points you can imagine, I give them to you. They are awarded to you if you get it right. They're like a hot lap, but you lose the race. So when I hot lap Lee at Mills Pond with my 13.5 22x4 and he ran open mod. Just saying. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know if I did. I think I did a couple rounds. Lee was hurting that weekend. He was just not having a good time. All right, so game show time. I don't know what to call it. Maybe if we do this again in the future, I need a name for this show. So if you guys have a name, let me know down in the comments below. All right. Are you ready? We're going to jump into a smooth transition and we're going to get this thing going. So here we go. Invite your friends if they're not here. I definitely have a few of these. And then once we get through these and we reach the end, I'll go ahead and, you know, we'll wrap this thing up. This will be the last thing that we do for the stream, but this will take a little bit. So buckle down. Have another swig, drink, enjoy whatever you're enjoying. And we're going to have some fun. So here we go. All right. So let's set the tone, shall we? This looks like, I know it is, it's Tacoma Raceway. It's the 13.5 four-wheel drive class. And what I'm about to do is I'm going to play a clip and it's going to reach a point where it's going to pause. And then it's going to ask you a question. And the question is what is about to happen next. Okay? And you guys have to leave it in the comments. You have to tell me. You have to put your answer in there. Is it going to be, there's going to be two options. It's either going to be A or B. Okay? I didn't have enough time to do C or D or a bunch of it. So we're just A and B. Okay? So here we go. Oh, okay. So let me give you guys the story. This is Rudy Rico. He was leading. This is Drayton Stube, however you say your last name. I forget. That's a Marshall. Okay, that's a lapper. So I'll play it again. Okay, so here are our options. We have the Marshall, who was looking away. He's looking at Rudy's car. He's about to go marshal it. Drayton, back here. Obviously, the guy... Sorry, I know my cam's in the way. He's not looking at Drayton's car. So, does he A, get crushed by the Marshall, Drayton, as he goes to get Rudy's car? Or is it B, Drayton takes the lead, then explodes? That's pretty crazy. So hang on. I gotta switch back to the full screen here so I can see the chat. So, what do you guys think? Oh, it's split. It's like 50-50. A, B, 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 A, A. Lots of B's. Okay. I want to say A, but I'm gonna say B. Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's play this thing out and see what happens. You ready? Here we go. What is going to happen? Oh my god. Dude, what just happened? So his car goes into the air. Right here, you can actually see smoke start to happen in midair. And then, oof. Catastrophe.
Take it outside.
Take it outside. Man, that was crazy. Okay. So, sorry, I'm doing this as fast as I can. Yeah, that was pretty nuts, wasn't it, guys? Like, what the heck? Car literally burst into flames. So I talked to Drayton about this, and if you guys have been longtime followers of the channel, I actually talked to him about this. I had a video where I did like a Q&A with Drayton, and I asked him what happened, and he said the motor like locked up midair, and then it caused him to crash, and yeah, like the whole thing. So I don't know what happened, but it was like a just absolute catastrophe thing that happened there right there at the end. So that was pretty crazy. So, all right. If you guys got it right, you get 100 fake internet points. So, congratulations. All right. So, we got some more of these. Let me get it queued up. We'll get into the next one. Let me see what the next one was. I think it's pretty good. Ooh, yeah. This one's juicy. Okay. So, go ahead and jump into the next one here. Okay, so let me set the tone for you. This is the 2014 Roar Nationals. This is the Truggy class. And this is a battle between Dakota Phend and Ty Tessman. And we're going to follow them here for a little bit. And then we're going to reach a point and we're going to hit you with the A or the B. What's going to happen next? So, let's go ahead and jump into it. And let's see what happens.
45 flat for Tessman, 45-1 for Phend. Next fastest driver, Lutz with a 45.3. He's starting to feel the flow.
That step up is so dialed.
More traffic going to play a part as they hop it off that flat, coming over to Baby Double into the back. Tessman like a bit sideways, but he holds on.
Coming up on Wheeler in the X-ray.
Good battle here. Coming over to the end of the Holiday 5-pack.
Okay.
Up and down.
Ooh. Ooh. Okay. So we had Dakota coming in hot. And now he's there. Like if you watch that back,
Holiday 5-pack up and down.
He closed in a lot of distance because Tessman kind of had like a little bit of a wide corner situation and then closed in real fast. So now we're here and it's at the back side of the track. So it's kind of hard to see. So if there's any contact, it's not going to be like intentional. Oh my gosh. And I just now realized, look at this guy. He's just like, yeah, I'm here. We're just, I don't know if he's on this side of the track or he's on this side of the track, but he's just there. Anyways, all right. So we got Dakota Phend, Ty Tessman. Dakota on his wheel. They're getting on the gas. Fast sweeper. What are our options? Tessman gets punted into the weeds. and if it happens, it wouldn't be intentional. It would be just, you know, a racing incident. Or Dakota checks up. So I want to see what you guys think. Oh, sorry. Transition here. I want to see what you guys think. So you gotta let me know. A or B. A or B. Let me know in the chat. Got Dakota going in hot. Tessman. They're both really good drivers, you know? So it could be like... Do you play the theory of my last answer was this and then this answer is this? Like, you know, what do you say? How do we look at this situation? If it was me, I would have totally punted somebody into the weeds. It wouldn't have been intentional. It's just that my driving skill is not able to react fast enough that I could have, you know, done the checkup and be a professional driver. So I don't know. All right, so let's see. You guys are saying A, B, A, B. Jim Bob says, I want to see Tessman get punted. No, nobody gets punted. Come on. We don't want to punt people. A, because why not? All right, so let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. What does Dakota do? Sorry, here we go. Oh, they both move on and live to see another day.
Slamming the door there, and Phend woeing down a bit, I'm willing to bet.
You got to woed up just in time before contact.
Okay, so that's actually a really phenomenal race if you guys have never watched it before. That whole entire main, Dakota and Tessman are like this for literally the entire main. It is an impressive display of driving ability, to say the least. So if you guys have watched it, let me know in the comments there. It's pretty freaking impressive, if I do say so myself. Okay, so we got another one queued up. Wait, before I go, let me see who got it right. Somebody's saying, so C. Yeah, totally. C. Yeah, Hunter. So I don't know. Hunter, were you wrong? Oh, you were, and you even watched it. Gotcha. I gotcha. So I'm trying to put the options in there as it being like realistic, you know? Like would it be either one? Like either scenario could happen. That's how I did all of these, just for the record. Okay, so let me queue up the next one here. All right, I forget what this one is. Okay, let me see here. Let me set the scene for you. So we're at OCRC, and we have... Okay, it's this one. So that's Jared Tebow. That's Spencer Rivkin. And that's Dakota Phend. And this is the four-wheel invitational division. So let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, okay. So we have Dakota Phend. That's... What the heck is going on here? He's about to... Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen there. He's about to biff it something. Everything else looks kind of normal. I honestly forget. Something happens to Jared. I know that's why I chose this clip. And then Rivkin's kind of like in the middle. So let's see what our options are here, and then it might tell us a little bit more about what's about to happen. Okay, so Dakota cases it, and Tebow pipes it. Okay. Tebow maintains lead and wins. All right, so wait, let's watch the lead up one more time. Dakota cases it and Tebow pipes it, or B, Tebow maintains lead and wins. Okay. All right. So is it A or is it B, guys? You got to let me know. Which one is it? A or B? Let me come back to the chat here, see what you guys are saying. Hey, Adam Swanson, dropping a juicy little $2 donation. Thank you, Adam. Really appreciate it. If you guys are feeling so inclined to donate to the channel, by all means, you can do so. Don't have to. We're just here for fun, but it does help me with my next racing bill extravaganza that goes towards making these videos. So thank you, Adam. I appreciate it. A, B. Nick says, Spencer for the win. B. After 2 B's, it's time for an A. Oh, okay. All right, so we're getting into the theory there. Is it this one or is it this one? I don't know. Hunter says B. I give up. No internet points for me. Josh, Mr. Josh Lett, just for you, I'll give you 50 sympathy internet points. So, all right, there you go. B, A. I was going to say Rivkin was going to ride the car behind him. I don't know. All right, let's just see what happens. Let's just see where this race goes, shall we? All right, so here we go. Okay, so, oh my gosh. Holy crap. Wow. What a finish. That was insane. These guys, man, they can just race so close like it's nothing. That's amazing. The 2020 Reedy race, if you guys haven't watched it yet, go back and watch them on YouTube. It's a phenomenal race. It really is. A lot of awesome action going on in all of the classes, almost like all the time. It was really cool. Watched this race the other day. Spencer wins. Haha. No, he didn't. Gotcha. He may have won another round, but yeah. Something has to happen to Jared. Yeah, there you go, Josh. You are an internet winner. Hunter King has 200 fake internet points. Everybody, give Hunter a clap for the 200 fake internet points. Well done, sir. Well done. Desi F9 says, some tight racing right there. It's true. They were definitely keeping it nice and close, which is pretty cool. Okay, so let me queue up the next one for you guys. I think I had like 8 or 9 of these. So hopefully you guys are enjoying them. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. If you're just tuning into the live stream here, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you are safe and sound wherever you are and that you're just having a good time. Hope you're surrounded by friends and family or just keeping it chill by yourself, whatever the case may be. I'm glad that you're hanging out here with us. With so far, who is yet to be renamed, my pufferfish back there in the fish tank, Donut. I really like that name. I think it's going to stick around. And then the rest of my RC crew back there, like always in my videos. So, welcome. Stick around, hang out, say hello in the chat. Thank you for stopping by. Okay. So let's see. We got another one queued up here. Ooh, it's another, looks like it's going to be another Reedy race one. All right. Let's get into this one. Okay. So, if my memory serves me correctly, let's see. We have, that looks like Spencer Rivkin. That's Cav, Ryan Cavallari. I think that's Dakota. I don't know if he's first, and that's Mayfield. I don't know. Or that's Mayfield. I don't know. We're going to jump into this and we're going to see where it's going to go. Oops, sorry. Here we go.
Into the 5-pack, there you go. Song remains the same. Into the pro line point, Champlin, Mayfield, Phend.
Okay, so here you can see that's Brock Champlin, that's Ryan Mayfield, that's Dakota Phend. So first, second, third. Okay, here we go.
Mayfield, Phend.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. So Mayfield uncharacteristically pipes it, and now he's closely followed by, oh, and that's Jared Tebow. So literally first, second, third, whoever you would say there, fourth, fifth, all bunched up, and something is about to happen. Spoiler alert, because I've seen this clip already. There's a turn marshal that's going to enter stage left and come in right here and fix this mess. He may or may not have an influence on what goes down, but I'm just giving you a warning that that's going to be one of your options. So here, let's watch this lead up one more time.
Song remains the same. Into the pro line point, Champlin, Mayfield, Phend.
Just a little bit too much rotation, and he pipes it. And then this is where we are. All right, so let's see what our options are. RM, so Ryan Mayfield crash gives Cav the position. Okay, so then these two get bobbled and then he just goes around. Or Marshall steps on Cav and Tebow goes by. So in his effort to come through, He steps on the red car, and then Tebow just goes around all of it and says, "See ya." Okay. All right. So let me, I'm going to come back to the chat here, see what you guys are saying. Is it A or B? Oh, looks like we had another donation. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on top of those. Jason Sinclair says, "Love your channel." Thank you, Jason. I really appreciate it. Hope you're having a good time wherever you are. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Hope you have all the fake internet points that I'm dishing out tonight for this super awesome game show. I really thought hard about something that I could do that's fun with you guys and really interactive. So I hope that you guys enjoy this. I'd like to do this again in the future. It's kind of fun. So is it A or B? Mayfield pipes it, and then what happens? Rodney Hodgins says, "I think A, but I want to see it B." B. And again, it's split. So I'm getting you guys. I'm getting you with the options here. That you're going for one or the other. Okay. All right. Last attempt B. I need internet points to be cool, says Josh. Okay. I think A, because RM wheelied it in back and flipped. Okay. Always seems to be B. I honestly didn't put any thought into like A or B, so you guys can like rule that out if you want. That's not B, because your pufferfish name should be puffed out. Wait, what? Okay. All right. So let's see what happens here. Let me pull it back up. Let's see what happens. What the heck happens to Ryan Mayfield and Tebow and Phend and all of this nonsense? Are we ready? Is it A or B? Here we go.
Oh man, we got changed there. What happened? And they get ball back. Cavalieri goes to the 2. Trouble in the sweeper for Phend. So Champlin out front.
Wow.
To Rivkin to the 3.
Chaos. Look at that. All right. So Cav gets the position. Okay. Did I get you guys again? Did I get you? Fog City RC. Hi, everyone saying hello. Hello, Fog City RC. How you doing? Okay. Is it fun? Do you guys enjoy this? I hope you do. It's not like the most, revolutionary concept, but I thought it was kind of fun, and finding some really like high stress situations and races with the announcer getting excited, and then it's like, oh, what's about to happen? A lot of different things could happen. So hopefully you guys are having fun. Benny Banana says, "Finally, 100 fake internet points. Haha. Congratulations, sir. You earned them. You earned each and every one of those fake internet points." Fish name Turnbuckle. I like it. Contextually kind of appropriate. Dustin saying, "I just wanted to see a car get smashed." Come on, Dustin. I mean, me too, but not not at that race. The stakes are too high. Max Kramer says minus 100 points. No. You don't get minus points if you get it wrong. Okay, just for the record, you keep your internet points. Okay. All right. Let's see. I got another one lined up for you guys. Let's see here. Get it ready. Get it queued up. Oh, okay. This is a good one. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. All right. You guys this is a good one to watch. So we are at Beachline Raceway. This is Brock Champlin out here in front. I think that's Lee Setzer actually going through the air. I don't know who that is. Anyways, and that's Ryan Cavalieri right back there. Pulling a big old Showtime wheelie right there. All right. So we're going to jump into this and we're going to see what's going to happen. Here we go. Here we go. Cavs all over him. This is the end of the race. Man. Carpet stresses me out so much. Oof. Okay, interesting. So Cav's really out of shape right now. I'm sorry, the camera angle, there's nothing I can do about that, but Brock's slightly out of frame. That's the corner right there. Like literally right there. You can see that Brock, his corner is initiated. He's already like made the arc and he's turning. And Cav's not. He's kind of like literally pointed in the opposite direction on one wheel. Literally the last wheel that you would want to be touching in this exact scenario. So something is about to happen. Let's see what our options are. Okay, Cav bounce rolls into oblivion. I mean, yeah. Cav stays close, then punts Brock into oblivion. I mean, I don't know how that's going to happen right here, because he's going to be gone and around the corner. I don't know. Here, let's watch the lead up again so you guys can... Sorry, rewound a little bit too much. Okay. Cav bounce rolls into oblivion, or he stays close and then punts Brock into oblivion. Okay, I really want to know, is it A or B, guys? Is it A or is it B? I should make it a requirement that you have to explain your answers. No, not really. Let's see what you guys are saying. Again, it's split. A and B. 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 Hey, Mr. Rob Polly, needing his donation to be known. It's A with $2. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Okay. B, always punt. Okay. B would be funny to see, says Stephanie. Interesting. He said, okay. You always punt, says Trash Can Ninja. Okay, a lot of different answers there. Okay, so let's go back into it. Let's see how this thing ends. Guys, I think that Stephanie might be onto something. Let's just wait and see. All right, you ready? Here we go. Oh! Cav says, thank you very much, and goes on to win the race because of this. Man, watch this. So, in Cav's defense, like, look at this. If we go frame by frame, he has the racing line, and Brock was like, what is Brock doing? He, like, lands, and then is, like, collecting his car. So, like, he lands, and then, oh, he bounces. He gets a bad bounce because he flat landed way out here. And then he like, as soon as his car makes contact with the ground, he's scrambling to come back to the corner. But by this point, Cav downsided this jump and is under acceleration, and he's there. Like, he's back here, but he's already here, and Brock has no momentum. And then you can see what happens in the following frames. Boom! He's gone. There was no contact, and he's in the lead. So it all happened so fast, but he didn't do anything wrong. He took the racing line while Brock gave it up, and then Brock gets punted into oblivion. And that was the end of the race, actually. The tone went off if you didn't hear it. So that was the end of the race. Man, what a race. That was pretty intense. What did you guys think about that? Oh, Hunter was there. Okay. I didn't know you were there, Hunter. He says he was right in front where it happened. The one who does says, I would be the one who gets punted. Ain't that the truth, man? Somehow you always think of yourself being on the short end of the stick. Yeah. Innovative RC, that's very impressive. Yeah, it was a good clean pass. Scottzilla says he has 300 fake internet points. Congratulations, Scott. You're a champion. Okay. Got another one here. I think I only have a couple more of these left, and then we'll be wrapping up. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Thank you so much for sticking around. It's been a lot of fun. Hoping we could do more of these in the future. We don't know what's in store. I mean, we'll definitely all be stuck inside for a little while. So maybe I'll have to do another one of these where we're all, you know, stuck together. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. So in the meantime, oh, real quick, Adam says that he's at 400 fake internet points. Let's go. Cheers, sir. If you're winning, you're all winners. Even if you got it wrong, you're still a winner in my book. And Donut's book. Donut. It's sticking with me, guys. I like Donut. Okay. Let me get the next one queued up. Ooh, this one's good. Okay, this one is taking us to the recent 2019 Worlds race. And we're jumping in here in a four-wheel drive. It's A1 right there at the title. Or sorry, you guys can't see that. It's behind my name or my cam view here. But it's the four-wheel drive A final number 1. And we have Bruno Coelho right here in second position. And we have Dakota Phend out in front. So let's see what happens. Oops, sorry.
7 meters. In third is Olowski. Fourth is Mayfield. Fifth is Kobovic. But it's really all about the first two in this first leg. And at the moment, Bruno. Oh, and there, Dakota just.
That's such a tricky section.
Lost a bit of momentum. So power down this way. You can see the dust flying off the wheels. And on the inside now.
Oh man. Okay, so here, watch that one more time. We had Dakota gets it wrong going into that corner wide, and now Bruno's like, oh yeah, baby, it's go time. He's got a downside, he's got the inside for the next corner, and then he's just like, he's there. And I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell from this camera angle. He's like on top, you know, Dakota, he's not in a good spot. So, okay, let's see what our options are here. What's going on? So we had Bruno has more momentum because he was passing. He's in the act of passing. And Dakota is in recovery mode because he had just blown the corner. He lost momentum. So what are our options? Okay, so both cars crash, allowing third to pass. Okay, so they get tangled because they're literally on top of each other. And then third place, Mikhail Orlowski, he's there and he's not far. He's only, if you look at the clock there, he's just less than 2 seconds behind them. Okay. Option B, Bruno gets pass. So he passes him and loses the spot in the same corner. So he passes and then loses him in the corner, or they collect each other because they're on top of each other and Orlowski goes by. All right. So let's see what you guys have to say. A or B? A or B? You guys tell me. We have to know. Nick Ferrando with the $2 donation says, I like the channel. Thanks. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the donation. It's greatly appreciated. I can promise it will go to some sort of funds towards me at my next race. 1290 Spawn says, spoiler, Bruno wins. I know Bruno Coelho is the world champion. We all know that. But what happens in this corner, okay? Things happen between there and then. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of B's, some A's and B's. The most exciting would be A, says Innovative RC. Yes, that's true. A boy, says Evan Vlogs. I think, is that an A? Is that like your answer? A lot of different responses here. Mr. Racing Rules. Eric is faster than Tyler. I don't know what that means. Okay. All right, it's split down the middle. It says A, no wait, B, no A. Says Barker Motorsports. I know, it's tough. Either one could happen. I mean, you guys saw what they were doing. All right, so let's see what happens here. Get back into it. Do they crash as someone passes? Or does a bunch of stuff happen right there in the same corner? We're about to find out. Here we go. You ready?
Bruno getting a three-corner pass. Oh, he switches back and forward and round and back. And then
what the heck?
That's one we were trying to get past. So they virtually had
wow.
Congress there.
I need to watch that one more time.
A three-corner pass. Oh, he switches back and forward and round and back, and then he's on top of it.
Wow.
That's one we were trying to get past. So they virtually had some sort of, you know,
I mean, can you imagine?
there, but it doesn't kind of affect anything. So we're going to keep out of the replays for a bit of a count because we want to show the action. It's so close at the moment.
The stakes at this event, like at this level, like it's one thing for that stuff to happen at a club race, and it's not like the end of the world if either thing happens. But I mean, those guys were battling for literally world championship level stakes. That's, I don't know. I would crumble under the pressure. It's pretty intense. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Hunter King says he has 400 fake internet points. Hunter, because you're cheating, I take away 100 of your fake internet points. How about that? Who's the boss now? Maybe I'll give them back if you're nice. Okay. They had Congress there, says Jason Sinclair. Yes, they did. Okay. Man, what a good race. Did you guys watch the Worlds? Spencer winning the two-wheel drive portion. Spoiler alert, if you didn't already know. That was awesome. Watching him going back and forth with... sorry, drawing a big fat blank. He's the 8 scale world champion. David Ongaro. Phenomenal race between those two because it went down to A3, and then in the four-wheel drive portion between Bruno and Dakota, it went down to A3. So super awesome, like just an all-around spectacular thing to see there. Somebody commented before, what do I think of the Hootie Arena? Well, I've never been there, so I don't know. It looks good. It's big. It's nice. Looked like it didn't have any grip though, which was kind of hurting. I don't know if that was intentional, if there's something they could have done about it. I don't know. Tom was there. Where were you, Tom? Like, come on, bro. If you're in the chat still, like, geez. Okay. Let me get the next one queued up. Hang on. Sorry. Where are we going next? Oh, okay. We're in this same place, different scenario. So let's jump into it. Four-wheel drive A final number 2. Sorry, you guys can't see that because it's behind this little thing right here, and that's what it says. Just so you know. And we're about 2 minutes remaining, it looks like, by the time clock here. And we have Bruno out front, and we have Dakota right behind him. All right. So let's see what's going to happen here.
It's interesting that Bruno, looking now perhaps to get slightly more condensed on the rest of it, is just looking around. What can he do? I'm not sure. He's driving it.
That section looks so tricky.
Slowly, but he's
such a big straight into a hard 90. That couldn't have been easy.
I don't really need to give you a lap time. About a tenth faster for
all over him.
Dakota.
Look at that.
And they're right together, nailed together. With 2 minutes to go. Phend now. Can he make that?
Okay. So if you guys were watching this event, you know that this is a big quad right here. And because of the angle of this corner, and then it's an immediate corner over there, it's kind of like one continuous arch of a corner that just like continues, you know, to the next point there. So either car, if they're about to go over it, it's not a straight shot. So what you're seeing now is Dakota kind of has the right racing line, and he's ready. Bruno, here, let's back up a little bit. What was he doing?
To go. Phend now. Can he make?
So he goes a little bit wide, and then he's like, oh crap, I gotta close this so that Dakota doesn't do something. And you can see he's trying to come back. And then now here we are. Okay, so what are our options? So Phend goes for a pass, and both cars crash. So he goes, and they make contact, and then it's a disaster. Or Phend throws a fat whip after punting Bruno. Okay. All right. So which one is it, guys? A or B? Is it A? Is it B? Austin Homer says he's heading out. See you, Ryan. Thanks for joining in, Homer. I really appreciate you. Catch you in the next one. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I think this one's an easy one. If you guys watched it, everybody knows what's about to happen. Yeah. I think it's a unanimous. I'll go ahead and give this one to you guys. It might be B. It might. Just maybe. And if you put A, you can go ahead and change your answer to B. This one was something that like everybody talks about this moment from this race because it was so like, whoa, Dakota's here and he's doing things. So let's go ahead and watch how this pans out here. It's pretty spectacular, honestly. So let's go ahead and see. Get ready here.
Final part, he got the inside. Phend, oh, but he's good.
Woof. Man, look at that whip. Look at it. He's just like, yeah. You just hit him with a yee. He just yeets him into oblivion. Like, look at him. His car's completely sideways. And Bruno's about to just like make out with that orange cone over there. But I mean, it goes back to like that Cav thing. Like, if you look at the setup, before they make contact, Dakota technically is in front. So this is one of those situations where if you give up the racing line and somebody with the caliber and driving ability of Dakota is behind you, what the heck do you think is going to happen? Like, hello?
He got the inside. Phend, oh, but he could knock Bruno off. And that is a massive moment.
And there was an interview after this race where they talked to Bruno about this, and he understood exactly where it was like, yeah, like he didn't seem too upset about it. It was, he understood it as just like a racing event, because that's what it was. And these guys, a lot of times, that's another thing that happens when you become this caliber of like driving ability. You kind of understand like how fast these things can happen, and then the way that you'll interpret these situations, you might interpret it a little bit differently. So I thought it was really cool, and it's just always fun to see people bang doors just a little bit. Makes it pretty exciting. It makes it fun for us to watch. Adam Swanson says, but he didn't get the job done. It's true, came up a little bit short. He had the opportunity though. He had one tiny bobble, one little rollover, and it was gone. Envy Galaxy says that same thing happened to me. It's happened to us all, buddy. I can promise you that. Hunter King says 500, and I got it before you gave the answer. No, Hunter, you have 400 internet points because I took some away. Max Davis said, I just ordered a Losi DP Pro, hoping to do novice racing. Any tips? Thanks for your amazing content. Well, thanks, Max. I appreciate it. Tips for first racing is going to be practice. Dial in your driving ability first, and then start to worry about things like hop-up parts and setup and all that kind of stuff. Once you can run consistently and not make too many mistakes, that's what you need to do first. So best of luck to you, buddy. Have some fun. Hope to see you on the podium real soon. But you get minus 250 points for a TLR handicap, says HPI Freak. Ain't that the truth? Because that new 22X4 is literally, it's just cheating. It's so good, it's cheating. Okay. Oh, we got another name suggestion for the fish. It says, name the fish Ball Cup. It's too many words. It's too many words. I don't know. Donut is cute. I like donut. All right, let's jump back into it. I think we only have either one. I think we have two more of these guys. So hang in there. If you got to go, you got to go. Thank you for tuning in. But if you're here till the end, thank you for sticking around. It's been fun. I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much. Okay, let me cue this up. Get the next one. Oh, okay, so it's another Reedy Race one. So here, I'm going to bring you guys in. All right. I don't know who this is. If you guys have caught a theme, it's just been a lot of Dakota Phend stuff because he makes a lot of exciting stuff happen. But I don't know who the lead car is. I'll find out in a second. So let's jump into this here and see what happens. No. Sorry.
2 minutes to go. 2 to go.
So that's Cole Tollard, CFT, as he's known in the racing community. And that's Dakota Phend. And who's the lead car?
Goes Rivkin, goes Tollard and Phend.
Okay, so Rivkin is in the lead. So we've got Rivkin in the lead, Cole Tollard in second, and Dakota in third. And stuff's about to happen. This clip, we're actually going to watch it to the end of the race because there's like several things that happen in these closing like minute and a half that's in the race. So this is going to be fun. So let's see what happens.
Then a bit of a break to Richards, Evans, hot in Adachi and Koskiewicz.
Ooh, okay. So we got Rivkin here, Cole Tollard here, Dakota. Little Showtime action going on. Okay. I honestly forget what happens in this clip. So Rivkin's clean. He's just going to cruise on down through the little chute area here. Cole Tollard is going to... Does he case it? I don't know. He might be clean. I don't know. Phend looks good. Let's see what our options are. Ah, okay. So Dakota Phend goes for a pass. So he just tries to make something happen here. Plain and simple. Cole shorts the jump, gives Phend the spot. Okay, so either way, Fend's going to get by. The question is, how does he get by? You guys know what to do. Is it A or is it B? I need to see what you're saying. I need to... In the next one, I'll try to have multiple choice here. Have like A, B, and C. I think that'd be really good. I didn't know how to do so many. Noigel says, I've been here from start to end. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. Thank you for sticking around for so long. Hope you're having fun. I've been having a lot of fun. So let's see. Jason Sinclair. We just drank at the same time. Hey, cheers, buddy. Thank you, sir. I appreciate the donation. All right, so here we go. We got him coming in. Pour him in again. A and B. A, B. I got you. Okay. All right. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. A and B. A and B. I tried really hard to give you guys like options that were either one can happen. Really, honestly. Oh, we got another name suggestion for the fish. Name the fish Bob. So when your dog is there with you, it'll be Billy Bob. Ooh, okay. I appreciate the depth of the thought in that suggestion. I'll keep it in consideration. A and B. Brad Taylor says always B. Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. All right. Oop, I gotta cue it up. Here we go. So Phend goes for a pass. Cole shorts the jump, gives Phend the spot. Come here. What happens?
Check. Oh man, a pass there. Dakota Phend making it happen.
Man, what a clean pass. Like, look at this. Man, if Phend is behind you and you leave a door open, homie's going every time. Watch this. Oh, look at how tight he was through that whole thing. Homie lands and just is like, there is no real estate left for you, Mr. Tall. He's kissing the pipe. Oh my God.
Oh man, a pass there. Dakota Phend making it happen, going on to the J Concept Jammer. And now D Phend on a mission to try to catch Rivkin as they cross the line.
All right, so now he's going to try and run down Rivkin.
Here's Rivkin. There's
Let's see what happens.
0.8 of a second. Tollard still in that 3 spot. Through the associated chicane, full power to the OCRC option, double and triple.
What? Look at what he does through the air. Like his correction that he can do mid-air. Look at that. I'll watch it real time. You see that? It's like he taps the brake, taps the throttle. I think what that does is it flattens out the trajectory just a little bit. I don't know.
We're on a pro line
So
point.
talented.
They go a minute 24 on the clock. The gap was 0.8 of a second last time by. This time by. Spencer across the line. 0.6 back is Phend.
All right, blew the corner a little bit. Come on, Dakota.
Power chicane back to
Tighten
the
up.
option, double and triple for both. Triple
Oh, he's
out
there.
into the pro line point.
Little bobble.
Little kiss of the pipe there from Phend, but he's going to hold on to the 2 spot. Down the line goes Rivkin and Phend. 0.6 last time, 0.5 this time. We got 57 seconds to go.
Ooh,
it is
Spencer.
game on here. Rivkin
Tighten up, buddy.
This one from the drop of the flag here, but now Dakota Phend right there in his rearview mirror.
Oh, he's
Through
there.
Switchbacks they go,
He
climbing
is
up
there.
the hill, down the staircase, down to Reedy Street.
Oh, he got a really
It is
good
just
drive.
Now feet across Carling's that time.
Oh, it's
by.
party time. Oh, yeah. All right. Something's going down in this corner. So let's see what we got going on. Spencer's got the racing line. He doesn't look out of shape. Dakota looks a little flat. Like, even from this camera angle, you can tell that he's jumping a shorter trajectory because he is lower than Spencer. So then that does open up the possibility that Spencer, if he jumps a little bit further, I mean, we just saw what Dakota did last time that happened. So let's see what our options are. Okay. Phend makes another smooth pass. Okay. Spencer gets the business from Phend. Ooh. Okay. So either way, Dakota's coming through. How's he doing it? Is it A or is it B? Come on, guys. Jason Land says, Dakota is awesome to watch in person. There isn't anything he can't do with a toy car. That is the honest to God truth. I can wholeheartedly attest to that from personal witness. Yes. Wait. Stephanie Frey. Oh, did I miss something? Are you guys giving out fish names? I don't know. Anyways. Adam says he's going to pass Spencer the same way. Oh, immediately. You guys coming in. A and B. A and B. Lots of B's. Hey. Hey, Dawson. That's what he says. All right. All right. Wait, thanks for the follow on Facebook. You're a big inspiration to me. Yeah, dude. Of course. Says Tanner from Courier RC. Appreciate it, man. Dawson says, can you do a giveaway? Yeah, man. You want to give me something to give away? It's actually something I'm thinking about how I could do that. It might be something we do in the future, but Mr. Killer Vincent says, B, what's the difference? It's true. I gave you guys the heads up. Dakota's coming through. How's it going to happen? I don't know. He's coming through, but he's either going to give him the business or he's going to get it through nice and smooth. So let's get back into it and let's just see how it goes. Let's see what he does. Ready?
Phend trying the outside line on the inside, side by side there, wheel to wheel.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but he's, you know, let's see if we can see what happened. So right there, Spencer isn't totally offline, but Dakota is just like full wood. Oh, so he like, oops, sorry. Oh no. Sorry guys. I'm losing my spot here. I'm jumping ahead actually. Spoilers. Okay. So he comes in hot. Definitely makes contact. So that's interesting. Right there, I'm under the impression that Dakota was actually starting to check up because he doesn't continue to like advance position on him. Like he's really, I don't know. That's a tough one. We watch it in real time. It wasn't hard contact. Like he didn't come in there and just like send him into the freaking universe. He had a better racing line and it was aggressive. Racing happens, you know, what are you gonna do? That's for all the marbles, so go for it, I guess. I don't know. You gotta sleep with it. It's your own conscience. The race announcer is gonna call it, and it's either clean or it's not. He's gonna give you a stop and go if it's not. So yeah, I guess you're taking a risk and just seeing if it's gonna work. So all right, let's see what happens here.
Side there, wheel to wheel. And Phend to the front. Then is going to be Rivkin, followed by Toller. 27 seconds to go.
Ooh.
Phend down the line.
Spencer's car looks like his tires are wrong.
Rivkin washes.
Yeah, like look at that. Oh, sorry, I'm pushing the wrong buttons here, guys. Sorry. When he goes into this corner, like watch. He just, he literally just goes to the wall. His tires don't look good at all.
Rivkin watches. Oh, man, grabs the throttle.
Okay. Whoa, man. What the heck's going to happen here? So we got Cole Tollard on top of Spencer. And Spencer's frustrated because he just got the business and he's losing positions left and right. And he knows his car doesn't feel good compared to Dakota and Cole. So this is just all sorts of bad things are going on. What are our options here? All right. Cole and Spencer crash horribly. That would make sense. Spencer saves it and takes the position. So they're literally touching right now. So something happens and he collects it and then stays in second. Or they both crash. You guys know what to do. Is it A or is it B? Which one is it? You gotta tell me. Rob Polly says, can't defend a hack. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Stephanie Frey says, I love Scotty's announcing. Don't we all? Man, that would be so cool one day if I was in a race and he was announcing it. Yeah. Spencer is getting the biz again, says Adam. Yeah, he just seems to be getting a lot of the short ends of the stick here in this race. I don't know. B, B, A, B. Lots of B's. Lots of B's. Okay. I don't think I tricked you guys on this one. I think that you guys know what's going down here. So let's jump back into it and we'll see how this puppy pans out. Wow. Like, what the heck happened to Cole's car? Where does he go? He's just... Oh, he goes into the infield. And then Spencer somehow, by the grace of God, just escapes death.
They're side by side. Tyler goes for a tumble.
Wow.
15 seconds to go. They are going to go one more lap. Dakota Phend out front.
And then... spoiler alert, that is the end of that one. So Dakota goes on to win in traditional Dakota fashion. Evans, hey, look, a bird, a plane. They both crashed. Yeah, they kind of did, didn't they? They kind of did. So a lot of the races from that one. Did you guys watch that one? Did you guys? That's like my favorite race to watch. Because they usually have like Red RC or whoever. I think Red RC's done it for like the past few years or many years of giving us the live coverage from that race. And it's always, I greatly appreciate their work. If any of you guys are watching, thank you so much for putting in the work to give us the coverage of that race. Because it's always awesome. The racing action and the coverage, both very awesome. You guys get 1,000 fake internet points. Except Tom. Tom Internet does not get fake internet points for that race. Okay, so let's see here. We have... Ooh, okay. So the next one is going to take us to a very different... Changing up the pace here a little bit. We're going to be going over to a different kind of surface. Oh, did I get another donation? I don't know if I did or not. Sorry, I'm trying to stay on top of those. Give you guys a shout out and say thank you if you do. If you did, thank you. If I missed it, sorry. I'm trying to scroll through chat, but all the A's and B's, it bumps it up pretty far. So thank you for all that have donated so far. If any of you are feeling so inclined, I thank you in advance. So Evan Galaxy says, I was there. Adam Swanson says, we are all winners. Yes, that is true. We are all winners. Nicholas Reppin asks, what races up north do you go to through the year, if any? Michigan, Ohio, Indiana, etc. None of them. Sorry, I haven't been up there that far yet. Hopefully in the future. Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Doing my best. Let's see. Hunter King says, remember Jake Mayo's front flip? Yeah. That was actually the year prior though, wasn't it? That wasn't this year. That was year before. And Mayfield's straightaway tumble save. I kind of remember that one. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple times when I saw cars do something crazy going down straightaway, but I don't remember exactly, like, to a T. Okay. Let's jump into this one here. And this is going to be the last one for the evening. So thank you guys. Really appreciate you all tuning in. We'll wrap up, have some closing statements here after we watch this one. But this is the last game show entry, fake internet point edition thing. I need a name for this. I need a name for this game show. Next time we come back, I'll try to have like a title card or something that will like give us the segue into the game show, whatever it is. I don't know. It's fun. Whatever the name is going to be, it's just fun at the end of the day. So that's going to be it. The Fun Game Show. That's a stupid name. Okay. Let me queue up this last one here. This is another multi-parter one. So there's like there's things that happen and, sequence throughout the clip. We are going to go to, let me bring you guys in here real quick. Excuse me. Sorry. All right. We are obviously at the Dirt Nitro Challenge from this past event. And to set the tone here, we can see on the little the readout that we have Dakota Phend out front and Ryan Mayfield in second. And for those of you that watched this race, it was a really close race between these two guys for pretty much the whole race. They gapped each other a little bit, and there was some other stuff that went on at certain points, but for the most part, you could kind of find these two guys just doing battle the whole time, and it was really exciting. It was pretty cool. So let's see where we find ourselves here.
Guys think they can run at the pace right now up front. We've seen it unfortunately happen. Traffic can change everything here. Sass got to give these guys room pretty soon. He's looking for the
so they're coming up to a lapper.
There you go. Good job.
They get by.
Now he needs to back it down. He does. Excellent job.
Okay.
So our leaders make
Mayfield
it through.
goes wide. Oh, okay. So Phend, what did he do?
Get through.
He just got too close to the pipe and it upset the truck. And now he's pointed in the not correct direction. That is, he should be going this way, but he's going that way. And Mayfield is coming through to go this way. And the marshal, if he's watching, he's like, oh man, I'm about to have to do something. And I think there's another marshal over here. I don't know. Okay, let's see what our options are. Phend gets loose. Yes, that is true. But saves it and the position. So then you'd be calculating like recovery time. Like how long it would take for him to turn back around and get in the racing line. And is Mayfield on the gas enough that he's just going to get by? So option B is Ryan goes for the pass and runs over Phend. Okay, so comes through and then he's just going to like, yeah, racing incident. I mean, I could see either happening, honestly. So, all right, guys, gotta let me know. Is it A or is it B? Does Phend just kind of like correct it real quick and he corrects it? Or does Dakota, does Ryan come through and he's just hot and heavy and he's just making it happen and just they get collected a little bit and he goes over him? Which one do you guys think? A or B? Again, getting some A's, getting some B's. A's and B's? What year was this race, says Adam? It was this past year. The most recent one. I don't know if it was technically 2020 or if it was 2019. I think it was 2020. I think. I don't know. Dakota breaks. Crazy things happen. Yes, that is true. A, B. I'm getting a good split here. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let me pull it back up here. We'll jump back into it, see what happens. We definitely know something's gonna happen.
The orange and blue. Oh, no,
Oh.
there it was. A small little click. Oh, Dakota.
Wow. Okay, so jeez. Dakota literally takes the scenic route.
Oh, no, there.
But that's so bizarre. So because he went so wide and here Mayfield is like kind of mostly off of the gas. He's making the corner rotation. Phend is now corrected his direction and is like WFO. He is wide freaking open and he is coming back.
Oh no, there it was. A small
And sure
little
enough, he
click.
takes the spot right back.
And sticks the elbow
Interesting.
back out. Wants that lead back.
Man, that's
It
a
is
gnarly
game
step
on
up.
now.
Oh.
Mayfield on the outside. He's going to send it.
Oh, okay. All right, so let's look at that corner entry again. So we got Dakota takes the short route, but it's a little slower. Mayfield goes wide because there's more smooth surface, and he can get more acceleration out of this approach to this jump, and then it potentially gives him the inside line. Okay.
On now. Mayfield on the outside. He's going to send.
So, yeah, you could see it. He had more momentum, and he literally jumped to Dakota's door right there. And now he's literally touching Dakota's car. All right, so what are our options? Ryan gives Phend the business. Phend holds, and Ryan does a 50-50 up the jump. All right, so you guys got to tell me, is it A or is it B? Which one is it? Let's see. CCRC says T-Bone coming? Question mark. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's true. Get some A's. Got some B's. Nick says payback, I guess. I mean, payback for what? He didn't really, like, I don't think anything happened at the previous one. B, A. Tanner Curry RC says C. Yes, I agree. It's a trick question. C is definitely the option. Oh, I want to know what Stephanie says. Stephanie says B. Okay. I think Stephanie is winning. Stephanie, you have 2,000 fake internet points because you've been watching and you've been giving us input and you've been active in the chat. Hunter gets minus 500 points because he's cheating. And then everyone else gets a solid, just bonus allotment of points. I don't know really what it is, but I'm just going to take away all of Hunter's points. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to take his away, give him to Stephanie. All right. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. All right. So let's see. Now that we cleared that up, let's see what happens here with does Phend get the business from Mr. Ryan Mayfield? Because Mayfield's an aggressive dude. Like he's not afraid.
Going into the bull. Tries a motocross pass. Can't do it. A 50-50 grind.
Look at that. Dude, how did he not get punted into the weeds?
Going into.
Like, you don't even see Mayfield's car. He's so into Phend right there.
Going into the bull.
I guess Phend just accelerated at the right time and was like,
going into the bull tube, tries a motocross pass, can't do it.
Then Mayfield just desperation mode.
Contact with Phend.
All right.
All kinds of
We got one more. Oh, okay, here it is right here. So that craziness happens. So Mayfield in his brain right now is like, ugh. He's super frustrated because he just bobbled. He almost crashed. He's a little, stuff's going on. Phend gets out of shape. Now he's in recovery mode because he's like, oh, shoot. I have no drive up to this big double, and Mayfield's coming. Okay. Mayfield goes wide. He's been doing this line the whole race, if you watch this, and Phend probably knew that. So he wasn't worried about giving up the inside line. Now he knows that Mayfield has a little bit more of a drive right now, and Phend is going to take the slower line. He has less drive, and they're about to go down the front stretch into the double section, whatever they called it.
All kinds of sideways.
Okay, so this is our point where we have to decide. So what's about to happen? We just explained all that. What are our options? Okay, Ryan attempts pass through the doubles. That would make sense because he has more momentum. Or Phend hits a rut and goes off track. Ooh, okay. So Phend, I know, spoiler alert, doesn't win this race. He does get passed because of a crash. I don't remember if it's here or if it's in the later portions of the race. Mayfield's coming. All right, so A or B, guys. I want to know. Is it A? Is it B? You got to tell me. Fast Cleat says, I've been here since the start. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Nick says, these guys out here running all out. It's true. Holy crap. Hunter says B. Stephanie says A. Okay. Seth says A. CCRC says A plus B. Okay. I like the creativity. You get a bonus 50 points just for the creativity, whether you're right or wrong. But Phend makes an impressive recovery. Okay, says Cruz. All right. Brad Taylor says Ish goes down. Yeah, it's true. Jeremy says Ryan Superman's over Phend. Yeah. Who knows? A lot of stuff could happen. I'm saying B for 2,000 points. Okay, so now we're gambling our point system here on whether you're right or wrong. Okay, I like that creativity. I don't have a system in place to calculate these things and tell you if you're gonna win big or if you're gonna lose. All right, so on the final, this is the final question of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Is it A or is it B? This was the most rutted track I had ever seen. Let's jump into it. Does Ryan go for the pass through the double doubles, or does Phend hit a rut and end up into oblivion? Only time will tell. Here we go.
Ripping into the front side, six pack. Mayfield trying to go big. Who's going to come out first?
Wow.
It's still Dakota Phend. Little showtime.
Oh my gosh.
They're bumping doors, banging.
What the heck was that? Look at that. He hits a rut and he's turning and braking at the same time.
Doors, banging doors,
doesn't lose control.
Phend hanging on
still maintains distance.
These two are sending it right.
Wow. That is insane. Hats off to all the pro drivers out there that race on tracks that get a little bit rutted up, or they're just, not ideal scenarios. Man, hang on. I'm just going to do something here real quick, guys. Sorry. No. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I was working really hard on this video, trying to put together for you guys. I was really nervous, honestly, going into this because I knew I had a lot of elements that I was trying to pull in and do it all live. And hopefully it came together for you guys and you were able to have some fun, enjoy it, chat with each other there, hanging out. I had a lot of fun. Thank you guys for participating in the fake internet point game show challenge, whatever it's called. I'm going to come up with a name for it. If you guys have a good name, let me know down in the comments or on another video, whatever you want to do. So Jason Sinclair says he has 700 fake internet points. Jason Sinclair, everyone. Super cool. Thank you. Thank you for joining and tuning in. Firelight says you can call the game What Happens Next. It's true. RTB video with the $2 donation says cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the donation. It will be well used towards a lunch run to Wawa, probably at my next race day. Do you guys have Wawa where you are? I always get the subs. They're dialed, as they say. Rick, you sir are an awesome dude. I enjoy watching your videos. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate it. Hopefully you were here for most of the stream. If you missed it, you can always go back and watch it through. Play the game there towards the end if you want. I'll probably have to bookmark that, pin it at the top so people know how to find it. So Firelight, what happens next? Yeah, it's true. Ryan's RC Mayhem was a suggestion from Adam. Sick Mofro says the A or B game. The A or B mains game. Ooh. Oh, okay. I like the usage of that because it's like, A mains and B mains. I like that. I like it. Firelight. Use a cheesy announcer voice. I should. I have some effects on my volume board over here that would let me kind of do some fun stuff. So maybe I'll have to play with that and kind of really get into it and get into like a super cheesy announcer voice to call it there. I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff we could do. This is just kind of like the first thing. Really, we just wanted to do something for you guys. If you're stuck at home with nothing better to do, and maybe you're watching this in the future, I don't know. Just really wanting to connect with our community here and get together, have some fun in the chat and whatever. Yeah. It's been fun. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Give the video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Add me as a friend on Facebook. Find me on Instagram. Whatever you want to do. Check out the links down in my description if you want to see more RC stuff. I think that's going to be it for this one. Hopefully it wasn't a disaster. Hopefully you enjoyed some cold ones with us today. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. I really hope we get to do this again in the future. So, on that note, my friends, it's been good. It's been wonderful. I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe out there, and I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.